Well, next on the Fox 9 Morning News, we're talking about fashion for a great cause, why men and women are running in heels this week. Very manly. We'll talk with the organizers of the High Heel Dash. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Exactly 9:43. You know, high heels are more known for fashion than for speed, right? Well, not exactly. This week, women and men will be stepping up and into them to have a good time and raise money for kids. It's called the High Heel Dash, and joining us in studio to talk about it are William Panzarella from the Aegis Foundation, also along with Holly Mae Schultz and Michelle Patterson, both co-founders of Project Healthy Smile. Good morning to all of you.
Morning.
Good morning.
What a great thing, and we saw just when we went to the break, we call it a tease, that William, how do you get guys to wear high heels?
It's a challenge, but it's all for a good cause, you know.
Who's the model here? If we can take a look at, tell us about our lucky person here.
Corey.
Corey, all right.
Yep.
Show Corey's shoes, Jeff.
It was challenging to find the size 14 for him, but we did it.
That is pretty funny. Well, how much money do you hope to raise? And tell us a little bit about the Dash and why Aegis is involved in this.
Sure. So we started it 3 years ago. About 5 or 6 years ago, I saw it. Glamour magazine did it in Russia, and I wanted to bring it to the States.
And that's the video we just showed. That was with the Russian folks.
Right. Yep. And before we were able to put it on, you know, Nene from the Housewives in Atlanta did it, and then Kelly Ripa did it in New York. And so, you know, Minneapolis, we followed suit. We jumped right in. What we do is we raise money for different youth organizations.
Okay. So it's always focused on kids.
Always youth, yep. We give 100% back. So everything that we raise goes back, and this year it's Project Healthy Smile.
What's the goal for this year? What are you hoping to raise? I mean, obviously, the more the better, but any ballpark figure?
You know, ballpark, we would love to do, you know, as it's becoming more aware, year after year it gets bigger and bigger.
Right.
You know, our goal is somewhere, you know, hopefully around the 5,000 plus mark.
All right, and it's a real simple way. And Holly, the money raised is going to go to your group, as we talked about Project Healthy Smile. Talk about your mission and exactly where the $5,000 or $10,000 or $20,000 from this week is going to go. How does that help?
Well, we raise money for children in orphanages and organizations overseas, and all the money will be going towards dental supplies and oral health education. Our next mission is in Southeast Asia, so we'll be visiting orphanages there, and that's who will directly be benefiting from the High Heel Dash.
And we're seeing some pictures now of kids you folks have helped in the past. Michelle, what kinds of health problems can be avoided with a simple toothbrush? I mean, these are great pictures. The healthy teeth, healthy kids. Talk about what happens if they don't get toothbrushes and dental help.
Oh, wow, all kinds of problems. I mean, you can go anywhere from periodontal disease, gingivitis, which affects, you know, the overall body, and, you know, also decay. So we're trying to prevent all these simple things with just a toothbrush and some floss.
Yeah, talk about how easy this is, and are there a lot of other groups who are doing this kind of thing? It seems like something we don't hear a lot about.
Right. There are other groups, but, you know, when you go into different parts of the world, you see that there's still so many thousands and millions of kids that, you know, they can't reach all of them. So it's nice to have, you know, an organization come in and do something like this.
Boy, we really take a toothbrush for granted, don't we?
Right.
We do. Preventative care is so important.
It is.
And so toothbrushes and toothpaste. Now, do you go back and visit these areas and keep these things coming, or is this something that you hope gets started and then the local people get those toothbrushes and toothpaste to kids for continuing health?
It's a great point you're making. Sustainability is really important to us, so we want to make sure that every time we implement our program at an orphanage that it is sustainable within Project Healthy Smile. So we will revisit, and we make sure the caregivers are implementing the program so it's continuous.
All right, William, I have to ask now, we'll get back to more of the shoe thing. Where can men find large size high heels if they want to get involved, and what are the keys to running, let alone walking in them? And we'll have our models do a little walking for us.
I don't know if there's a key or not, but it's only, you know, 25 yards, 75 feet, so it's pretty simple. It's not like a mile or anything. Nordstrom's carries up to size 14 women's shoes. If you're men's size 9.
Come on, guys, walk around. Let's see it. Let's see it a little bit.
It's typically 2 sizes higher to get a women's shoe.
And you never thought you'd know that, did you?
No, I'd never, obviously,
You know, he's doing pretty well.
Yeah.
So I need you to talk a little bit more, too, about the festivities. This isn't just a dash. I mean, isn't there a fashion show? I think there's some cocktails involved, right?
Yep, so,
downtown after work kind of thing?
Absolutely. So we start at 4 o'clock. Happy hour starts at 4. We close off the street at 6 o'clock. Masa Restaurant right in Target Plaza there is our sponsor that night. So happy night instead of happy hour.
That sounds good.
Right? We have a DJ. We close off the street, and people can dance on the street. After the dash, for people that don't want to run, but are still registered, we have a walk-off. So we roll out the 20-foot red carpet, and people can kind of strut their shoes or their fashions. They can come dressed crazily or costume. The loudest cheer gets a dinner for two, 5-course meal, rolls and Mexicano.
Very nice.
That's just for the walk-off.
All right, and people can still register?
Absolutely.
All right, well, here's the information on it. High Heel Dash is this Wednesday night on Target Plaza, William was just talking about, on the Nicollet Mall. Dash itself starts at 6:30. High Heel Walk-Off follows at 7:30. Go to aegisfoundationinc.org to register or for more information. Well, William and Holly and Michelle, thank you very much, and models too. Thank you very much, and good luck on Wednesday, and good luck with your mission for toothbrushes and toothpaste for kids. Really appreciate that.
Thanks very
Thank
much.
you.
Thanks for having us.
Time right now.